In this video, I wanted to just touch base about our tenths place and hundredths place and how that looks as a fraction and how that looks as a decimal. As you can see, I have the hundreds or the chart, place value chart here. Here's where our decimal point is, and everything over here, the ones place, tens place, hundreds, all whole numbers. These are all my whole numbers. For instance, if I had 2, that is like $2. If I had 0 cents, that's $2, and or the whole number 2. If I said put a 1 in the tens place and a 2, that's $12. One thing I have always said, I want you to make sure that you're thinking of decimals as money. A lot of times that makes it a lot easier for you to work with decimals. So anything on the left side of the place value chart or the left side of the decimal, those are whole numbers. Everything on the right side are fractions. If I put decimal 50, that's basically 50 cents. Is 50 cents quite a whole dollar? No, it is a fraction of a dollar. So that's how we would say 50 cents. So I want you to be able to correlate the whole number versus the fraction. In what we're working with when we're talking about, say, for instance, the number 3/10. Everybody should know how to say that fraction as 3/10. Basically, what that tells you, you say the decimal and you say the fraction in the same way. 3/10, 3/10, 3/10. That denominator tells you where that 3 should go. So 3/10 would look like, and we have been doing this, we'll put a 0 as a placeholder to represent no whole numbers. 0 and 3/10. Tenths. Put the 3 in the tenths. That is how you write 3/10. Or in other words, 3/10 looks like 0.3. That is 3/10. Okay. If I was talking about 3/100ths, obviously I say that fraction as 3/100ths. Well, 3/100ths is far from a whole number. It tells you 3/100ths. That means that 3 needs to go in the hundredths place. Well, this is the tenths place. That's not where it goes. The 3 goes in the hundredths place. So 3/100ths looks like that. So as a decimal, it would be 0.03 because that 3 is in the hundredths place. Now, what if you have 23/100ths? 23/100ths. Well, you can't fit the whole number 23 in that one box. So what we do is we look at the last digit of the whole number, and in this case, it is 3. That last digit needs to be in the hundredths place. So we would write it as 23/100ths. And where that last digit is how we would say, for instance, if I'm looking at it just like this, I have 0.23. Well, what digit is last? It's the 3. So just like you would say a number over here, you say the entire number, 23, and then wherever that last digit is, you'd say the last name, 23/100ths, 23/100ths, 23/100ths. So you can see how they look the same. Now, you should all know, and we're not really dealing with this in 4th grade, but you know this, the next column is my thousandths. My thousandths place. Okay? So if I gave you a number that looked like this, you would say 3, and it's in the thousands place. 3 thousandths. 3 thousandths. Okay? If we had that number there, 0.123, you would say this whole number that's given to you, 123. Well, that last digit is in the thousands place, so it would be 123 thousandths. Okay, it's very simple. Wherever that last digit falls, that's the last name you give it. But you just read the whole number, 123, find that last digit, thousandths, 123 thousandths. And again, please make sure that we're doing and we're talking about money, if that helps you with money. But the correlation between, say, 3/100ths and how you write it as a fraction is a direct correlation. They're said the same way. So you should be able to see in your mind the fraction 3/100ths, and you should be able to look at it and convert to a decimal as 3/100ths. So, and same with tenths. So I hope that helps.